So the first thing I need to do is I need to pick my campsite and get my tarp hung up. I'm trying to figure out how close I want to be to the fire. I certainly don't want any stuff popping on my tarp. But it'd be nice to be kind of close to it too. There's just so many spots. Look up for some widowmakers. I don't see any. Here, this would be a good spot. Alright, I need to get after it. I gotta get crack-a-lackin'. It's 3:10. It's gonna be dark, probably 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock. So I don't have a lot of time to get everything accomplished, so I need to get going on it. So there won't be any setting up in the dark. I need to find a bunch of wood for tonight and enough for tomorrow morning. I need to prep that wood. I need to hang my hammock on my tarp. I need to clean up my campsite a little bit. So let's get going, YouTube. So I'm using this Night Eyes accessory line. This comes with a bunch of these S-beaners, plastic ones, and it's basically for kind of creating like a clothesline in camp. But what I do is I took all the beaners off of it and I've attached them to different pouches that I have, and that way when I hang my pack on the tree, this has loops sewn into it and I can just hook in my pouches and have them there hanging ready to go. Now this is a pouch by Phantom X. He has a website, and I'll try to put a link down in my comment section. This is Sil Nylon ripstop. I have a set of these that he made for me a while ago, and they're great pouches. He does nice work, and they're very heavy duty and lightweight at the same time. I also have a water bladder over here. This is a Source 3 liter. It's not full, but because I don't think I'm gonna need that much water tonight, but that goes there. Let's get this bedroll off. I need to get going on, get my fire going for tonight. So I like these cinch buckles because you can really adjust the height of your hammock and the angle of it real quickly. And then all I do is just to tie it off to make sure it's not going to slip on me. Pull that through. And that's not going to go anywhere. Looks pretty good. I'll take that. That's a pretty good hang. So these pork chops I brought, these are Ohio grown pig that we had butchered earlier this summer. They've been sitting in our freezer, so I'm really excited to do these on a campfire. I've been grilling them at home and they're pretty good. And these are frozen solid when I came out here today, but they've been in my pack all afternoon, kind of defrosting, and they're still a little bit hard, but they're not bad. They're ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these out. I'm going to salt and pepper them, and I didn't bring a grill, so I'm going to put them on a skewer and put them over the fire that way and let them cook kind of slow. I still got to wait for the coals to go down though, because the fire is just too big right now, as you can see in the back. So I got these nice Ohio farm fresh pork chops. And I'm going to cook both of them. They're still frozen a little bit. That's good. Dinner is cooking and the sun's starting to set, and I made myself some coffee in my canteen cup, and I'm gonna take a walk around camp here and just kind of see what's happening before it gets too dark. Talk a little bit about this trip. So I have not taken a solo trip in quite a while. It's been years, and you know, I see posts on forums about guys asking about going out solo, and some people have a lot of reservations about it. And even when I was talking to my wife about this trip and saying, yeah, I'm going to go out and spend the night in the woods by myself, she was oh, okay, of course there's a plane going over. It doesn't matter what part of the state I go to, a plane will find me when I'm recording a video, so my apologies. So I was talking to my wife, and she had some reservations about me coming out by myself. You know, she said she would feel very vulnerable, and maybe that's part of the appeal of coming out to the woods, is that it's not all safe and cozy and cut and dry. You don't know exactly what's going to happen, and you are left to figure out things on your own. You can't run back to town or your car to get stuff. Everything's in your pack, so you know, you have to be prepared. You have to be ready. You have to have a little bit of skill and a little bit of luck, and everything turns out all right. Now for me, being in the woods at night by myself camping is a relaxation kind of thing. You know, we are so surrounded by technology, and so many pressures of the world is on us right now. You know, the elections are going on, just all kinds of crazy stuff in this world, and it's nice to come out here and not think about any of that crap, which I do not. I am only thinking about getting my fire started, getting my coffee going, cooking my dinner, setting up my hammock, you know, figuring out which way the wind's blowing, looking for, you know, hangers up above my hammock, just things like that. Not worrying about all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. So if you haven't gone solo camping, I really suggest you try it. It may not be as bad as you think. You know, there's no such thing as monsters. I don't believe in any of that kind of crap. There's nothing out here in these woods that can hurt me. Now, I'm in northern Ohio, and there has not been a black bear sighting in this neck of the woods. Further north there has been, but it's very rare in Ohio. There's only been a couple sightings of black bear that I know of. And of course, we have no large cats in Ohio, so for the most part, it's pretty much a safe state to camp. You don't have to worry about too much. So that leaves two-legged man, two-legged creature. You have to worry about those. And I've never really ran into any issues while I'm out camping with people. You know, if someone comes to my camp in the middle of the night, I'm going to know it, and I'm going to flash a light on them at first and let them know that I'm here. And 10 to 1, they're just going to turn around and leave. Now, if someone's going to try to hurt me, you know, I am armed. I do bring a firearm with me because I feel that's my right to protect myself. But I don't bring it out of paranoia that I feel like something's going to happen, then I have to have it or I'm going to die. I could come out here without a gun and I feel just as safe. The gun is just nice to have. It's one of those pieces of gear that you want to be prepared with. So, you know, if you're going to camp alone, do a solo trip, maybe start small. Do something in a state park where there's lots of people around. Get used to your equipment and your gear and your setup. And then maybe pick a spot that you can hike to pretty quickly from your car. You know, it's not a very long hike. In case something happens in the middle of the night and you want to bug out, you can. But, you know, being alone in the woods with your thoughts is awesome. And a lot of people need to do it these days because there's just too much going on and people are just crazy. So this is therapy, cheap therapy. Alright, I gotta check dinner and then see how we're doing over here.